This presentation is given by C.H. Jamunarani, SRN PGNR, Degree College, Khammam. So, today's topic about data types in Visual Basic. Fundamental data types in Visual Basic, including variant, those are integer, long, single, double, string, currency, byte and boolean. These are the data types in Visual Basic. This Visual Basic supports a vast array of data types. Each data type has limits to the kind of information and the minimum and maximum values it can hold. So, this Visual Basic uses basic building blocks, those are called variables, data types, procedures, functions and control structures in its programming environment. In the program development stage, so we are having the Visual Basic language. In that language, it's having variables, data types, procedures, functions and control structures. These are the basic building blocks in the programming environment of the VB. Then next, what is module? This is a code in Visual Basic. It is stored in the form of modules. Visual Basic coding is stored in the form of modules. This is the three kind of modules here: form modules, standard modules and class modules. These are the three types of modules are available in the Visual Basic. Simple application may contain a single form. In the Visual Basic, single form can be contain a simple application, and the code resides in this form module itself. So, as the application grows, it is a large application, additional forms are added and there may be a common code, so that could be executed in several forms. So, to avoid this duplication of the coding, separate module that containing procedure it created that implements the common coding. This is a standard module. So, actually in the Visual Basic coding, so we have to use one form. You have to create one form, you can write the Visual Basic application. So, you can add additional forms in one project, so that is called a standard module. So, next, class module. Class module extension is .cls. These are the foundation of the object oriented programming in Visual Basic. So, new objects can be created by writing a code in class module. You have to write the coding in the Visual Basic application with the help of objects. So, that means it will be creates the class modules. Each and every class module is having the objects. Each module can contain, it is a class module. Next, declarations. What are the declarations are available in the Visual Basic? So, it may includes constant, type declaration, variable declaration, DLL, dynamic link libraries will be declared in your Visual Basic application. These are the declarations available in the VB. Then next, what is the procedure in the Visual Basic? It is a subfunction, it is a property procedure, it contains pieces of coding that can be executed as per a unit. It is a unit of the program. It is a self-contained unit. It may be a procedure. So, you have to write the subfunctions. So, that is called a procedure in your Visual Basic application. So, these are the data types in Visual Basic. Then next, coming into, these are the rules to follow when naming elements in Visual Basic. So, what are the elements in Visual Basic? Those are variables, constants, controls, procedures. So, you can declare the variables in your program. So, you can write the constants. So, you can write the controls. So, control names, then next procedure names, function names, like that. These are the user defined names. So, you can form the user defined name. So, that element name may consist at least the first letter must be a alphabet. So, that may be a 256 long characters. Then next, it must contain at least one alphabet, and also it may not contain the space, any embedded period or any type declaration character, hash, then next exclamation, like that. So it won't be allowed to write the variable. So the next, it must not be a reserved word. So don't use the reserved word as a variable. Then next, dash is not allowed, although legal it should be avoided because it may be confused with the minus sign. So instead of the writing the variable name, that is a first name, here first dash name, it's not the invalid variable, it is an invalid variable. So instead of this, you can write first underscore name or first name. These are the valid variables. The next, data types in Visual Basic are, so by default Visual Basic variables are variant data types. So default you don't want to declare the variable type, that variable type is the variant type. The variant data type that can be store numeric, date and time, string data also. So your variable as a variant type, it will be allowed the numeric type and also date and time type or also string data. So when a variable is declared, a data type is supplied for it that determines the kind of data so they can store. So what is the type of variable? You must be declared that type of data can be allowed to store into that variable. The fundamental data types in Visual Basic including variant, so those are called integer, long, single, double, string, currency, byte and boolean. These are the types of the data types of Visual Basic, and also you can declare the variables are these type of data. The next, Visual Basic supports a vast array of data types. Each and every data type has limits to the kind of information and the minimum and maximum values it can be hold. So each and every data type, it's having the some limitations. So here is a data type limitations. Some types can interchange with some other type. So a list of basic simple data types here. So it may be a byte type. In numeric it is a byte type. So you can store it as a integer values in the range from 0 to 255 long. So you must be declared that is a integer type. It will be stores minus value minus 32,768. So plus value minus 32,767. Long, here you will be declared your variable type is a long, so it must be allowed this range. So it is long range. Then next, single data type, it is a floating point value, single precision character, single precision type of variable. It will be ranging from minus 3.4 into 10 to the power of minus 38 into, and also plus 3.4 into 10 to the power of 38. Then next, you must be declared it is a double type variable. So it stores the double floating value, so which exceeding the single data type value. Then next, you can declare the data type is a currency. It will be stored monetary values. It supports 4 digits, that right of decimal point, and 15 digits at the left side of the decimal point. So left side it will be allowed 15 digits, right side it will be allowed 4 digits long. This is the currency data type. The next, string type, it is used to store alphanumeric values. So string is a set of characters or including in quotations is a string. So you must be including alphabetic and alphanumeric, so numerals anyway. So it must allow the string, it is a set of characters or including in quotations. So it is a variable length, that string can store approximately 4 billion characters long. So you can declare the data type is date type. It will be stores the date and time values. So variable declared as a date type, it can store both date and time values. So if you can declare the data variable, it is a date type. So it will be allowed both the date and time values, and it can store date values for ranging from 0100 up to 12319999. So up to this it will be allowed. Then next Boolean type. Boolean data types hold either true or false values. So you will be declared thus that data type is a Boolean. So it must be either true or false. These are not stored as numeric values. So and it cannot be used as such. Values are internally stored as -1 is true and 0, 1 is true and 0 is false, and so non-zero values is considered as true. So the next variant data type. This will be stores any type of data and it is the default Visual Basic data type. Variant is the Visual Basic data type. It is a default data type. In Visual Basic, if you declare a variable without any data type, by default this data type is assigned as a default. It is a variant. So you want to declare the variable data type in your Visual Basic, so that variable data type in generally default declaration, that is variant. Then next operators in Visual Basic. So arithmetical operators, plus that stands for add, 5 plus 5 it is result is 10, subtract that is minus sign, next 10 minus 5 the result is 5, so slash this is stands for divide, then next 25 slash 5, so it will be given the result is 5, so backslash this is the integer division, then next 20 backslash 3, so it will be given the 6, so that means it will be given the quotient part. Then next multiply, so it will be given the result is 20. Then next exponent raising the power 3, so 3 to the power of 3 means it will be given 27. Then next modulus, this is the remainder of division, 20 mod 6, so the remainder of this modulus is 2. Then next and this is the string concatenation operator, so George and Bush, so concatenate with and ampersand sign, so it will be combined the string with George Bush. So these are the operators are available in the Visual Basic: plus, minus, divide, integer division, backslash, then next multiplication symbol, exponent and modulus operator. So in the place of modulus operator you are using mod, mod is the operator here, ampersand operator for string concatenation. These are the operators in Visual Basic, especially these are the arithmetical operators. Then relational operators: greater than, less than, greater than or equals, less than or equals, not equals, equals. So you must be described about greater than, 10 greater than 8, it is true, result is true. So 10 less than 8, result is false. So it's not the less than a lesser 10 less than 8, so 10 is not less than 8, so it must be given the result is false. Then next 20 greater than or equals 10, it's true, result versus true. Then next 10 is lesser than or equals 20, so it will be passes, the result is true. Then next 5 is not equals 4, it must be true. Then next 5 equals 7, so 5 equals 7, it's not equals, so it is the result coming is a false. These are the relational operators. So the next logical operators. So in between two decision making statements you are using the OR operator, so that operation will be true if either of the operands is true. Then next you must be given the AND operator in between the two decision making operators. So two decision making conditions, that operation will be true only if both the operands are true. Both the operands are true, the result must be true. If either only one operand is true, that result is true in the above. In the case of OR, only one operand is true, that entire condition is true. Then next result is also true. So here in case of AND, both two decisions are true, then only it will be given the result is true. This is the logical operator. Then next the last one is the quiz session for this class. So the first question is the process of writing, testing and maintaining computer programs. The process of writing, testing and maintaining computer programs. What is the answer of this one? Here is a 4 objective type answers are there. So here computer programming is the answer for this question. Computer programming, the process of writing, testing and maintaining computer programs. So that is computer programming. So it is the starting of your VB.NET application. What is the starting of your VB.NET application? How you can start the VB.NET application? With form. Answer for this question is form. So I translate all high level instructions into the machine code first before running the program. So what is the translator? Here it will be convert high level language instructions into machine coding form. So which translator here it can be used? That is compiler. Then next, the control which we can click and release to perform some action. What is the control which we can click on that and release to perform some of the action? After clicking, it will be release the action. What is that here? That is a button. Then next, what is a collection of services and classes designed to simply the application development? Here is a collection of services and classes designed to simply the application development. So what is that? That is a .NET framework. This .NET framework is a collection of services and classes designed to simply the application development. These are the quiz questions about this class. So actually these are the questions around Visual Basic and also fundamentals are available in these questions. So this is the last of this session. Then next, thank you.